After 3 years, if they decide,
Sir.
so if they wanted, there was a vacancy of 150,
Yes, sir.
they must have selected 150.
How do you deal with it efficiently that the doctors are able to devote more time to diagnostics and to operation side rather than to the administrative side? How do you go about it?
If not as a doctor, otherwise, as an individual, do you have concept of that?
This issue of private versus government hospitals,
Yes, sir.
they say in India it is twisted.
Welcome, sir.
हाँ भैया आ जाओ आ जाओ.
Good afternoon, sir.
गुड
Good
आफ्टरनून.
afternoon, sir.
यशवर्धन
Yes,
सिंह,
sir.
बैठो आराम से और
Thank you,
जरा
sir.
अपने बारे में बताओ, अपने जिले के बारे में, अपने स्टेट के बारे में बताओ जरा हम लोग.
So my name is Yashvardhan Singh. I was born in Rat town of Hamirpur district of Uttar Pradesh. I did my schooling from my town itself, and after that I moved to Lucknow to pursue my MBBS from King George's Medical University. And after that I worked in Department of Sports Medicine as a non-PG junior resident for some time. And so my father is professor by occupation and my mother is a homemaker.
पहले भी आए हैं आप इसमें?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, वो लग रहा है मुझे शक्ल जो है जानी पहचानी लग रही है. गुड. यू आर लोध राजपूत और यू आर राजपूत?
Yes, Lodh Rajput.
लोध राजपूत.
Yes, sir.
स्वामी ब्रह्मानंद थे, वो कौन थे वो राज
Yes, sir.
के?
Yes, sir. Swami Brahmanand ji.
उनके बेटे बेटे होंगे, वो तो गुजर गए होंगे.
Yes, sir. But he did not give any of property to any of his son. So
अच्छा.
all the institutions went to the public trust.
Mr. Yashvardhan,
Yes, sir.
your medium of interview is English. Huh?
Yes, sir.
I am seeing your biodata. You were recommended for appointment twice,
Yes, sir.
but you didn't join.
Yes, sir.
Could you please elaborate on that?
So this is due to ongoing case in the Honorable Supreme Court related to OBC creamy layer and non-creamy layer. So service allocation of around 200 candidates whose parents work in government aided institutions or PSUs, etc. So it is still pending, subject to the outcome of that case that is pending on the Honorable Supreme Court.
So you were claiming a creamy layer
Yes, sir.
benefit, and they were denying it.
Yes, sir.
इधर भी.
No, that is what it is.
Yes, so we were claiming non-creamy layer.
Non-creamy.
Non-creamy.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, you can claim
Yes, sir.
non-creamy. Yes, I stand corrected. So, what was your rank in these two?
So it's 728 and 571.
And what service are you likely to get in that?
So in first attempt, I expected IRMS and second IPS,
521 and 720.
571. Yes.
But they must have filled up the slots, Now, after 3 years, if they decide,
Sir.
so if they wanted, there was a vacancy of 150,
Yes, sir.
they must have selected 150.
So we raised this issue in the parliamentary committee, and in parliamentary committee, DOPT said that we will create supernumerary vacancy after this issue is settled.
So this issue is before whom now?
So not Honorable Supreme Court. So we went to CAT, we won over there. Then we went to High Court.
You got a favorable verdict
Yes,
in
sir.
CAT.
In CAT and the 3 High Courts.
Acha, very surprising. Surprising in the sense that government went to Supreme Court after so many verdicts, not because of anything else. So, what was your subject in the mains?
So medical science.
Okay. You are the first person I have come across, selecting a medical science subject. Normally, people try some other subject.
Sir.
How did you find that subject?
Sir, I find it very interesting because I have been...
For the exam point of view.
Sir, although the syllabus is quite lengthy and coverage aspect is vast and exhaustive, but I think that since it was my subject in the graduation too, so I find a natural interest toward it.
You passed out in the year 2022.
Yes, sir.
That was after your internship?
No, sir. Internship completed in 2023.
And then you did 1 year JRship.
Sir, around 5 months of JRship.
And after that?
Sir, after that I am not working.
What are your hobbies?
Sir, initially my hobby was to play cricket and also I read some Bundeli literature. But currently I am not able to pursue any of them. So one hobby that I am currently pursuing is playing a game that is Baga Goti. It is a specific...
Baga Goti?
Sir, yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, it is a board strategy game that is played in the rural areas of Bundelkhand. So basically Baga means a tiger and Goti refers to sheep or goats. So it is a strategy that is played between 2 players. The strategy that is followed by tiger is to kill at least 5 to 7 goats, whereas the goats have to encircle the tiger in such a way the tiger is not able to move. So it is a kind of strategy game.
You have won the Georgian Cricket Premier League.
Yes, sir.
What is this?
So it is the cricket league that is organized by our institution, that is King George's Medical
That's a
University.
single kind of a thing, or what? They make teams
So it is inter-university kind of tournament.
inter-university with all UP universities.
So we invite, but mostly we get the participation from Lucknow and Kanpur universities and Kanpur medical
So KGM,
colleges.
you won that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, since you are a doctor by profession,
Yes, sir.
what do you think about the health sector in Uttar Pradesh? Is it delivering health services properly to the citizens, or it's failing in its job?
So there are certain indicators by which we can judge the health status of any society or any state. We are significantly improving, but there are miles to go. For example, the maternal mortality rate is around in the range of 150, whereas our target is 70 and national average is 97. Similarly, IMR values are also higher if we compare with the national average. So we are improving, but we have miles to go as of now.
But we have very premier institutions in UP, especially Lucknow.
Yes, sir.
SGPGI, KGMU, RML.
Yes, sir.
So are they delivering what was expected from them?
Yes, sir. Since we see the occupancy of KGMC, SGPGI and RML, it is more than 100%. So they are delivering to best of their efforts. But since the population is quite large, so we have to gear up and create such other premier institutions.
Nowadays, almost every district hospital is being converted to a medical college.
Sir.
What do you think of this policy? Is it a good idea or what?
So I think that certain number of district hospitals can be converted because medical colleges comes with a huge responsibility. We have to create infrastructure. We have to get human resources also. So we have to strategize that what are the district hospitals that can be converted into medical college. So it might not be feasible to convert each and every district hospital into medical college. So we need to point out that which can be converted.
There's a big problem of Jhola Chhap doctors in UP.
Yes.
What is a Jhola Chhap doctor?
So Jhola Chhap, it refers to the aspect of quackery. So it is prevalent. I think that even in allopathy, we can see certain kind of quackery where who specialize in certain kind of surgery, they go for again different kinds of surgery. And other different kind of quackery is that those who practice without any medical degrees.
What do you mean to say is that if a person is specialized in one discipline and is practicing in another discipline,
yes, sir.
He's also a Jhola Chhap?
So not Jhola Chhap, but it is also considered as a quackery in medical parlance.
What is the solution for how do you tackle these menace of Jhola Chhap? What should be done? Catching them, filing FIRs, penalizing them. Is it a solution?
Sir, it might not be the solution because we need to understand why they are prevalent, because they provide the services at the grassroots level at very nominal price. And also they have a connection, they have the bond with the rural population, the direct person to person connect. So I think that in fact, instead of taking adverse action against them, we should try to persuade them that they should not be included in this kind of practice and they should become a tool who guide the population to the sub-centers or PHCs or the CHCs.
What do you think about ethics in medical profession?
I think that ethics and medical professions are very complementary to each other. Without ethics, there cannot be a medical profession.
But are the senior doctors, professionals following those ethics?
So to a large extent, we are following, but there are certain incidents where there are cases of medical negligence, where there are cases of violation of medical ethics as well. Regularly, we come through such news.
Give an example of violation.
So one is that the nexus that exists between laboratories, pharma companies and doctor. This is also kind of violation of ethical practices. Thank you.
You had a residency in a government hospital, huh?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, you must have observed a lot of things. I mean, there's so much pressure on the government hospitals,
Yes, sir.
How can you make them more efficient in functioning?
I think that we need to move toward effective utilization of resources to create a smooth referral system. If we are able to screen out diseases at the PHC and CHC level, ultimately the burden that exists at the tertiary level care center, that will ultimately reduce. Ultimately, referral system and proper screening at the foremost level, PHC, CHC, is vital to reduce the burden at the tertiary level. Because what happens currently, we have to follow the pyramid kind of structure where the maximum burdens would lie at the CHC. But currently what we see is that there is inversion of that pyramid. The most of the burden comes to the tertiary level healthcare hospital.
You agreed. I mean, so now how do you address the load at the tertiary level? Let us say you have an X number of load.
Yes, sir.
How do you deal with it efficiently? That the doctors are able to devote more time to diagnostics and to operation side rather than to what administrative side? How do you go about it? You must mark it,
Sir.
They say you go to a government hospital, then of course, until unless you have some person to come along with you, perhaps the thing
Yes,
is
sir.
never done.
Yes, sir.
So what can possibly be done?
One is that streamlining of medical resources. As a junior resident, much of my time goes to maintaining the medical records. If we could digitally maintain the records, much of the burden will reduce. And other is that effective utilization of human resources. Doctor are one kind of human resources, but we also need nurses and paramedical staff so that there is a division of labor. Ultimately, when division of labor will be there, we will be achieved.
Do you also feel that you need to do a bit of digitization in the administrative system that perhaps would help it out?
Yes, sir. Digitization in administration as well as medical records needs to be done.
Now, have it about colostrum therapy.
Yes, sir.
What does it allude to?
The colostrum is related to the milk after 2 to 3 days of delivery. It is a highly effective milk. It contains protein, it contains immunoglobulins. It is like a amrit for a newborn.
Yeah, but let us say we are talking in terms of colostrum therapy. Like, can it be used by somebody else also, by grown-ups also?
Sir, I am not aware about it.
You are not
sir.
aware of that. Now, have you heard about AMR?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
So it is related to antimicrobial resistance. The new microbials that are not sensitive to most of the antibiotics that are available with us.
So, what are the alternative therapies that are being developed in order to see to, because see, developing antibiotic is very time consuming.
Yes, sir.
Once you have AMR, so what is the government doing in this context so that this resistance does not develop? Number one, and what are the alternative that is looking forward to?
We are developing certain kind of algorithms, such as Red Line initiative is that there should not be off-the-counter delivery of pharmaceuticals. Second is that we have a graded approach. We should have a graded approach. All the antibiotics should not be given at once, and there should be regulation for it. And sir, in new research, we are focusing on bacteriophage, etc. And we are also focusing on the development of new antimicrobials, research and development.
Others? Anything else?
Sir, I am not aware about it.
Now, let's talk in terms of the environmental degradation.
Yes, sir.
What impact is it making on the lives of Delhi, of people from Delhi and the NCR in medical terms?
So in medical terms, it is affecting each and every system and each and every tissue of our body, right from lungs to joints to heart and brains. It is affecting each and every cell in our body.
So now let's come out to WHO.
Yes, sir.
America has walked out of it, WHO.
Yes, sir.
So what impact can it have? Or what impact it has already started having in the way in the world of medicine?
Yes, sir. The WHO is responsible for creating of algorithm for diagnosis and treatment, specifically of neglected tropical disease that are prevalent in the underdeveloped countries and developing countries. If WHO funding will reduce, then ultimately the diagnosis and treatment aspect of those diseases will decrease. So Global South will suffer the most in that aspect. And also in the global pandemic treaty that we are supposed to sign in future, that will also come to halt. So our preparedness for next pandemic will decrease substantially.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yashvardhan, so you are an MBBS doctor,
Yes, sir.
and allopathy has really progressed a great deal in today's world for emergencies, for investigations, and for surgeries.
Yes, sir.
What is your concept of the human body? It is just a physical body, or there is something beyond from that reference?
The human body is the integration of physical as well as social, spiritual, and mental dimension.
Is there anything beyond the physical body, the invisible or the etheric body? Do you have concept of that? If not as a doctor, otherwise, as an individual?
So the dimension of spirituality that is beyond the physical dimension.
So, if you refer to this, then what do you imply by holistic healing or holistic treatment? Is it only at the physical level that you treat for a patient to become healthy and recover? Or there are some other dimensions as well where you need to address?
Physical dimension is a very narrow dimension. So we need to focus on the social dimension of well. Also, we need to focus on the economic dimension. If any treatment, physical treatment comes at a catastrophic cost, then it is not a right treatment. And also we need to focus on the mental and spiritual well-being of every individual as well, sir.
So a human being dwells in what? The physical, mental, emotional and spiritual domains.
Yes, sir.
So if you address only the physical part of the body,
yes, sir.
Then do you think the treatment will be complete and holistic?
No, sir, it won't be complete, sir.
That relates to the placebo and nocebo effect.
Yes.
So how would you explain that in relation to the treatment? The placebo and nocebo effect.
The placebo effect is that then the patient, nothing is actually giving to the patient, but patient feels that some treatment is being done. So ultimately that effect is also visible in the patients. So I think that it is also related to the spiritual and emotional aspect of the human body. And the placebo effect has substantial effect on the release of neuroendocrine hormones. When the patient thinks that he or she is taken care of in a good way, then ultimately the healing capacity of body increases.
And what about nocebo?
The nocebo effect is the opposite of placebo effect, but I have to look into it in detail, sir. I'm not sure about this effect in detail.
Okay. It is said that in medical terms that telomere,
Yes,
which is at the end of the tip of the DNA,
yes, sir.
it shortens every time there is a cell division that takes place, the copying of that takes place.
Yes, sir.
It shortens. So there will be a time when nothing of telomere will be left.
Yes, sir.
It's like a shoe lace tip.
Yes, sir.
It keeps it from unraveling.
Yes, sir.
So, what measures do the doctors suggest that the telomere length should not be reduced or should be maintained as long as it's possible?
So one is that telomere ultimately get affected by certain changes, such as there might be chemical damages to telomeres, radiation damage might be there. So ultimately we focus on that damage should be avoided at all costs due to metabolites. And second is that there are certain enzymes that are called telomerase,
Telomerase.
that are vital for maintaining the length of telomeres.
So, telomerase could either be inhibited
Yes,
or it will be active.
yes, sir.
So, if it is inhibited, then what happens to telomere? And if it is active, what happens to telomere?
Sir,
The enzyme telomerase I'm talking.
sir, by inhibiting it will lead to the shortening, but
So, how it can be activated now?
I am not aware about the scientific detail of it, sir.
Okay. You have a team and they're working fine, but lately you find that they are stress prone and there is a lot of anxiety.
Yes.
So, how will you conduct stress management sessions for them? What will you do?
First, we need to understand that what are the factors that are leading to the stress, whether there are personal factors, whether there are factors related to professional activities. Then we need to take the help of experts. We can invite psychologists and psychiatrists, and also we need to engage in them in the activities such as sports, such as meditation. And we need to motivate them. They should be pursuing their hobby. We should identify that what their hobbies are, whether playing or reading literature. We should motivate and persuade them to pursue their hobbies.
How will meditation affect the mind and the parasympathetic system?
So the meditation inhibits in a way the sympathetic system is inhibited, so the stress level comes out. In the parasympathetic state, it stimulates the parasympathetic system. So ultimately, it leads to the feeling of well-being.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Why recourse to preventive medicine or preventive matters does not find favor with the doctors? General, I am saying, preventive practices other than vaccinations.
So I think that it has somewhat related to the training that is provided. So during most of our training, we are provided to diagnose and treatment. Although social and preventive medicine is a very important aspect of our training, but we see there is less tendency to go for that kind of specialization.
Why? That's what I'm saying.
The one is that the SPM is considered as a paraclinical type of branch, and specifically we do not have a public health cadre. Other developed countries, they are having a public health cadres. So SPM specialists find the job easily in other countries, whereas in India it is very difficult to find jobs after doing PG in.
The post and cadres have not been created specifically in
Yes,
India.
sir.
How do you, what incentive do you give to the doctors to go to postings in remote areas? Will it work?
So one is the monetary incentives. Recent
One. Then?
Second is the incentive in the post-graduation marks. We are giving most.
Will it work, both these?
Sir, it is working because many of the candidates who come from PHC and CHC, they get certain edge. So many people are joining PHC and CHC.
It's working.
So to certain degree, but not completely effectively.
Okay. Just tell me, this issue of private versus government hospitals.
Yes, sir.
They say in India it is twisted. What is the way out?
So I think that
You
currently,
know what I'm asking, isn't it?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Currently they are existing in complete silos. Private provide the care at very high cost, but it is limited to a certain elites only. Whereas public sector provide a vast number of services, but we feel the burden, the large waiting list is there. So I think that way out is that there should be a cooperation between them. Some aspects such as public-private partnership, this is being tried in diagnostic approach. So if we could...
See, public-private partnership, will it work in health sector? Why a private sector should cooperate with the the government ones.
So one is that by working in PPP sector, they are also ensuring a good profit for themselves also, because ultimately they are being refunded by the government, and also the
If you see, even services like CGHS, ECH and all,
yes sir.
they are not, they are not very happy with these services,
Yes,
the
sir.
private ones.
Yes sir.
People say that we have gone for private hospitals rather early,
Yes sir.
instead of developing the government sector and solidly, we have gone for private sector rather early. So this completes your interview. We will give you our feedback. You have already been selected twice, so we don't have much to share with you except that we'll reiterate the importance of preparing for current affairs.
Yes.
Those you have to prepare anyway afresh for every interview. You take digitally, I would suggest you go through the 45 days of newspaper, whichever you read, identify the important happenings, visits, and the meetings nationally and internationally.
Yes sir.
Make bullet notes, make background notes, and go through them repeatedly.
Yes sir.
So you are thorough.
Yes sir.
You are thorough already, but you will become more confident about the new subjects or new things that are coming. For example, this US Venezuela matter.
Yes.
It was not there
Yes.
during your last two interviews. It's
Yes.
coming up. The Trump's tariff matters.
Yes sir.
All these you have to
Yes sir.
go through afresh. China has become, or rather trying to overtake America. This is a very serious implication. It also has a lot of dynamics behind it.
Yes.
This is China joined WTO in 2001.
Yes.
It is after that a lot of, even before that, after 1990, a lot of business houses started going to China
Yes.
because the labor there was cheap, and transfer of goods to US was very convenient.
Yes.
They had an agreement.
Yes.
And now it is a threat for America. They have a terrible deficit vis-a-vis China.
Yes.
Okay, go through that thoroughly.
Yes.
You can take up Wikipedia or anything.
Yes.
You can also see the summary of a book, A Long Game by Rush Doshi. R-U-S-H Doshi.
Yes.
He's an Indian, American of Indian origin, and go through that on ChatGPT. Put summary of Rush Doshi's A Long Game.
Yes.
You'll get main
Yes.
points. And then similarly on medical front, possible questions that can be asked, you have to prepare thoroughly.
Yes.
You have a good personality, good narration, and you have been selected, so we don't have much more to say for you. Sir,
Dr. Yashvardhan,
Yes sir.
you are confident, you have a good personality, as I said, and we are sure you will do well. But current affairs, don't take them for granted,
Yes.
because current affairs keep changing. You have been selected before also.
Yes.
But still, current affairs, you have to spend
Yes.
some time. And just one, because being a doctor, you will have a flurry of questions from the health sector.
Yes.
So, 2 points I want to suggest. Don't criticize the government,
Yes.
because it's not a good thing to do.
Yes.
And don't criticize the health professionals as a whole.
Sir.
There are always good and bad people, but
Yes.
the society as a whole is normally good.
Yes.
So that if you start criticizing the profession as a whole,
Yes.
then it doesn't speak good of our personality.
Yes.
That's all.
Thank you, sir.
Just tell me how many questions were asked, what percentage of interview dwelt upon medical sciences in the two last attempts?
Around 40 to 50%.
42. So that is exactly what I'm anticipating.
Yes.
That the most of the questions, as you rightly said.
Yes.
Now, in your case, I mean, I'm reminded of a scene from Sholay in which the Thakur, in fact, Sanjeev Kumar, he invites the other two ones, Dharmendra and Amitabh Bachchan, to his house, I mean, for fighting out against the dacoits. And the moment they enter, he gets them bashed. The same thing applies in your case also, from a different perspective altogether. I was just trying to ask questions on medical sciences. And I'm finding that your answers are not so sharp. Perhaps you are too contented now and you've got to fight out.
Yes.
उन्होंने कहा कि हम देखना चाहते हैं, हमें जंग तो नहीं लग गया, समय ने जंग तो नहीं लगा दिया. So that is in your case also.
Yes.
The sharpness of answers.
Yes.
Like I asked you on cholesterol also,
Yes.
therapy also, I asked you on AMR. So, and then of course, how to make things efficient,
Yes.
So, okay, you answer. I'm not saying you did not answer them, but perhaps,
Yes.
see, ultimately the marks in the interview will determine your ranking
Yes.
and the post that you're going to offer, the
Yes.
service that you're going to offer. Keep that in mind, and as the sir rightly pointed out, apart from general, international, and then of course contemporary affairs, other things, your focus, because this will be very, very important for you.
Yes.
So please revisit
Yes.
them, prepare them well, so that the answer is sharp, and you are going to make should make a definite impact.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Just for the information, when you got selected, how
Yes.
much marks did you get in interview?
So 173, 155, and 175. These are the last 3 interview scores.
3 interviews, 173.
That should be a goal.
Okay, Yashvardhan,
Yes.
well attired, pleasant countenance, and cheerful disposition throughout generally, and comfortable, stable throughout. Now, 1 or 2 points, you could wear the tie of solid color with no designs.
Yes.
That will be better for the interview. And you could shorten your hair a bit if you
Yes.
like.
Yes.
That will be better. And nobody will ask you generally about the allopathic aspect, the doctor related stuff,
Yes.
the treatment part, the allopathy. No. People may ask you general questions about it,
Yes.
like how alternative therapies help, how they
Yes.
complement,
Yes.
what is your view about it. Likewise, such
Yes.
you ought to prepare a little on that also. Write down about a few questions. What are the alternative healing methods? How do they help?
Yes.
Is there anything beyond the physical body?
Yes.
How meditation affects the cell? How a thought affects the cell, every cell. If thoughts can bring stress to you and trigger sympathetic nervous system,
Yes.
then thoughts can also make you well. If the thoughts can create disease, then thoughts can also make you well.
Yes.
So what is the role of thoughts, the
Yes.
emotions,
Yes.
such like things you must. Then how telomeres, like we were talking, can be activated
Yes.
at all different levels, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual level.
Yes.
So certain things of that sort also you ought to be ready with.
Yes.
ठीक है?
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yes.
All the best to you.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Good
you, sir.
luck.